All right, base athletes, for the next 12 weeks, we're going to be going through a variation of the Conjugate system. The Conjugate system is a training system that was developed in Russia back in the 70s with weightlifters. It was then adapted and is now been sort of popularly known as the ODYSY Conjugate method, which includes bands and chains and sort of special exercises to bring up your power lifts. What we're going to be going through is something a little bit different. We will draw upon some key principles of the Conjugate method, but the goal is just making sure that obviously we're still staying within the realms of CrossFit and competitive fitness. So I'm just going to go over the 3 principles that I think most align itself well with CrossFit. So we've got, first one is training variation. CrossFit by definition is constantly varied functional movement performed at high intensity. With the Conjugate method, and what you'll experience going through this program is a constant rotation of exercises. So you'll be going through a new exercise every single week. You'll be asked to max out on that exercise, and then you're probably going to do some drop sets off of that to work a little bit more sub-maximal effort. And as well as that, you're going to have a focus on the more dynamic effort and a focus on your Olympic lifts going through on 2 days a week, where we're looking at speed, but above all else, making sure that you're hitting your positions for those movements as well. Then we've got high-low training. High-low training is just varying the intensity and also the volume up so that we can make sure that we challenge the central nervous system, but at the same time, we can also give it times of recovery. So on the max effort days, this is going to be very nervous system intense. And then on your dynamic effort days, this is where we're going to start to work a little bit more volume, but you're going to be working at sub-maximal intensities there as well. And then for the last one, we've got concurrent training. So a concurrent training system is where we're looking at training several different qualities at the same time, and we're trying to bring those all up at once. CrossFit and competitive fitness in general does this, but what we're going to do is we're going to back off of going through certain strength training protocols, and we're going to try to bring up some other styles of training as well, so that you guys can make sure that you're going into the open, you're going into the new year, and that you're as skilled as you possibly can going into that period of time. In terms of the program and the structure, there's going to be a couple of different changes. The first one is going to be warm-ups. Warm-ups are now included. The goal here is to make sure that we increase your skills as an athlete. We challenge you in some different ways, some different movements that you're not probably used to, and these will change every 3 weeks, so we'll be changing it up. The second one is your rest day, your recovery day is going to be day 3, which if you work off of a Monday to Friday work week will be a Wednesday. I encourage you guys to try and get out of the gym. The reason for this is I want you to get yourself in the gym Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday with as much intensity as possible. So if you're finding you're getting bogged down by a sort of high workload week, then that Wednesday is going to be a good opportunity for you guys to just sort of take yourself away from the gym. Obviously try to get some movement in. That could be anything from a walk, a jog in the park, get yourself outside, change it up a little bit. And then on your Saturday sessions, where we're looking at a more of a sport-specific scenario, we're going to be breaking that up into 3 sections. So for the first section, we've got battery. That is going to be working on your heavy lifting whilst in a conditioning setting. And then we've got classic. Classic is going to be more of your couplets and triplets, your 21, 15, 9 combinations, and movements that are likely to be coming up in the open or in a qualifier workout. And then also we've got grinds. For the grind, that's going to be long grinding workouts where you're probably going to be working through some sort of strongman training elements and also some more aerobic work. These workouts will be more about the effort and intention and less about the skills. So when you're going through that, make sure that you guys are sort of seeing where that you need to work on a little bit more, and then using that as a good guide for you to then hit your training during the week. So if you notice that there's certain elements you really struggle with, make sure that your focus on the next training week is going through that. I hope you guys enjoy it, train hard, make sure every single day you train on the day that you're at, okay? So don't be trying to chase numbers, see how you're feeling in the warm-up, and make sure that you're specific towards that. Second thing, make sure you maximize your performance. So if you do feel good, make sure you're getting those numbers under your belt, make sure you're getting those lifts in, okay? Good luck with it.